And so right now, ImmunityBio are quite possibly in the strongest position that they've ever been in. ANKTIVA, which is a treatment that they've been developing, which has been approved for non-muscular invasive bladder cancer, carcinoma in situ and papillary, has now been approved across the United States, the United Kingdom, the European Union, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and Macau Special Administrative Region. We can see here they have a strong foothold across numerous territories and regions for the global rollout of ANKTIVA. And one of the most important things as shareholders to consider is that this rollout, this expansion strategy is still very much in the early stages. They're only really starting to build the relationships, develop the distribution channels and logistical partnerships right now. And so these foundations are very much in the early stage so that the ANKTIVA treatment can be made accessible to patients who suffer from bladder cancer, the unresponsive, non-muscular invasive bladder cancer, carcinoma in situ and papillary indication. One of the important things to note with this treatment is that it's actually designed to work synergistically, so in partnership, if you like, with existing treatments on the market right now. And essentially what it does is it helps to restore and strengthen the patient's immune system. Like I was saying, we've seen it's being used right now for bladder cancer, this particular indication, the unresponsive non-muscular invasive bladder cancer, carcinoma in situ and papillary indication. But the longer term plan for ImmunityBio and for Patrick Soon-Shion, who is the founder and majority shareholder, is to work through this whole pipeline and get the ANKTIVA treatment approved across a number of different tumours, cancers and infectious diseases, which we can see on their website right here. And they're actively working on the expansion of the ANKTIVA treatment across these indications right now. For example, in Saudi Arabia, you know, they already have ANKTIVA approved for lung cancer, and it's this indication in their pipeline right here. We can see it's for non-small cell lung cancer, and so ANKTIVA is now available in Saudi Arabia for bladder cancer and lung cancer patients, with market entry achieved within 2 months of the MENA partnership. This MENA partnership is with Biopharma and Sagala Healthcare. Biopharma and Sagala, two of the largest and most respected healthcare commercial and distribution companies in the Middle East, will launch ANKTIVA in Saudi Arabia and over time across the broader MENA region. And so this MENA partnership with Biopharma and Sagala Healthcare will help with ImmunityBio as they roll out ANKTIVA across those MENA regions and enter new markets across the Middle East and North Africa. This would mean expanding the accessibility of ANKTIVA from the countries, regions and territories on this map, which is where we are right now, to moving into further countries in the MENA region with focus on Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Egypt. And this would likely be for both the indications, so the unresponsive non-muscular invasive bladder cancer, carcinoma in situ and papillary. And if all goes well with the non-small cell lung cancer rollout for ANKTIVA in Saudi Arabia, then we might well see future market penetration across the MENA region. If we look at the orange section on the map right here, we could see a possible expansion of ANKTIVA for both the bladder cancer and lung cancer indications across Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Egypt, which were all mentioned in an ImmunityBio press release, before further expansion into other territories like Lebanon. And so in the next few videos, I'm going to look at some of the other developments taking place with ANKTIVA and ImmunityBio at the moment. I'll be looking at how they plan to expand ANKTIVA across other indications in their pipeline, and we'll be looking at the different markets and territories they plan to penetrate as they plan the execution of their global commercial strategy. And so naturally, I'll keep you updated on the other stocks that I track on this channel as well. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.